Hello, how's everyone doing? Hello, Luz. Hello, the Wandering Shadow. Welcome, guys. How are you doing? Are you doing well? I hope you're doing fine. Incredible, even. I just did the dailies real quick. There we go. Done and done. We're giving our dogs a haircut. Wish me luck. Good luck. Best of luck. There we go. Done. Okay. So, I do not want to waste any time today. I really have to finish the story in this stream, or else I won't have any other chance. But here's the thing. We haven't actually reacted to the videos yet. So maybe I should actually react to the videos real quick. The April Fool's video and also the the last video about the story of Trigger. Actually, yeah, turn down the volume. Let's go to the ZZZ channel real quick. I wanted to react to the videos of of Honkai Star Rail too, but since this isn't the Honkai Star Rail stream, I'm like, fuck it, nobody will actually, it's gonna be a waste. Anyway, tomorrow it's let me open up my, my candy can over here. Tomorrow it's gonna be, the update. So tomorrow we stream Honkai Star Rail, and thank God tomorrow I have a day off, so might as well do the reaction stuff along with the new update stuff tomorrow. I hope they don't move too much. Yeah, well, they're dogs, so I don't think that they will actually, just stand still all the time. Tomorrow will be great. I know. Truly is gonna be one of those good days. Okay, so first let's laugh a little bit. Let's see what the April Fool's video was all about. I didn't get the chance to see it. Wait a minute. There we go. Oh yeah, the Starlight Night Show. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's a song, okay. Gotcha, okay, I'll give it to them. You could also watch some Love and Deep Space? Fuck no, Lewis, no. Maybe another day, I'm not sure. Today I have a specific goal. Maybe if we have time at the end, but I'm afraid we won't have time. The singer's pretty popular. I know him for singing one of the JoJo openings. Oh, really? We know you loved it. Fuck no, I didn't love it. I mean, I laughed my ass off, but not loved it in a, in any, in a way of saying, yes, of course, I just found my new addiction. Love and Deep Space, yes, that's what I was looking for my entire life. It is gonna be fun, it is gonna be good for the lows, yes. that's the way to say that I did love it, but that's as far as it goes. We got a face reveal of the red, Starlight Nights and Starlight Night, and that's awesome. You're just in denial? Fuck no. Oh, wait a minute, there he is. The real Starlight Knight. Oh, what? Ah, yes, save the damsel. Okay. I love the fact that they actually were like, okay, you know what? We're gonna do this for you, Billy. And they actually did. Okay. Goddamn, that was a good one. Goddamn. The dark nebula is silently devouring our world, and the light we call hope. Look! The badge of the shining galaxy is resonating. Listen. A powerful beat is ringing. Assemble. Warriors who harness the power of the stars. In the name of the stars, we will fight to protect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Billy 5-star is totally comping. The trailer screams it. I eagerly wait for the day. The singer is Daisuke Hasegawa, the one who sings Traitor's Requiem for JoJo Part 5. Damn. Honestly, this is one of the better ways to do April Fools. Just post something that could totally be serious as a setup for the future. This could go hard with S-Rank Billy, for example. Yeah, okay, with a theme like that, I can see why Billy's such a big fan of Starlight Nights. Yeah. Okay, time to go for Depresso. Billy 5-star hype. Yep. Oh, shut the fuck up. I get bored with your ads all the time.
System connected. Initiating interrogation 7.
Okay, I have no idea. I just know this is actually a Depresso video about Trigger. The character teaser for Trigger.
Subject, Liar Squad. Trigger.
Yo, Trigger. Have you beat Acheron's record yet?
Whose record? Oh, yes, Acheron's record, but of course.
You beat Acheron's record yet?
Oh, this is before losing her sight.
I haven't kept track.
121 long-range kills, 35 close combat kills. That's Trigger's new record.
Lethe always keeps count.
Lethe.
Take it from me, Trigger. This is how you take the lead in battle and romance.
Stop feeding her your nonsense, Sticks. Also, I won't lose next time.
Oh, who's placing bets on the next
Who
round?
said Trigger is looking for romance? Nobody ran that by me.
For you.
Whoa, Captain, chill.
Sorry. Wait, Kakaitis, are you recording in the base without clearance again?
By the way, they all have, they all have Greek names for some reason. Styx, Lethe, Kokitus. Yeah. Also, yeah, recording within the military facilities. Oh yeah, you know what that is? That is 5 days inside with no leave. That's the punishment for that. Actually, no. No, not 5. It could be 10. Why do we came to this world just to suffer? Yeah. Here's the wrong place here. In the wrong place again. Yeah. Rivers of Death specifically. Yep.
Hey, Trigger, hold this for me, will you? Got a dash!
You guys never stop.
Trigger. By you guys, do you mean the members of Liar Squad?
Of course. We trusted each other with our lives.
Who are you?
Answer
Where
my
am I?
questions first. Where are they now?
Huh? Aren't they right here?
There's no one else here. According to your testimony, they survived the Hollow Zero disaster. Is that correct?
What? Hollow Zero?
Still no response. Why? If we don't get back up.
All units, brace for the long haul. Give us long-range support.
Roger. I'll keep everyone safe.
Hey, take it easy. Between you and Acheron, my butt done.
Trigger, what did you remember?
They were right in front of me. And Hollow Zero.
Focus, Trigger. Where are they now?
Tell us the numbers, Mason. This really feels like tell us the numbers, Mason. Goddamn.
Acheron, how's Trigger doing?
Trigger! Rise!
Oh.
Hang in there! We haven't settled the score yet!
Your teammates are all missing. You're the only one to leave the Hollow alive. Answer me! Where are they and what
I'm the only
happened?
one. They're right here. I kept them.
Trigger! Pull
Wait a minute. Whoa, I wanted to see the faces. Wow. Fuck.
Trigger! Pull yourself together!
Where am I? Let me go!
Enough!
Did I fail to protect you all?
That tattered sheet music Charon left behind sure came in handy.
So what do we do with her now?
The music is calming her down.
Seems she's just talking nonsense about her squad still being alive. Unless another survivor shows up to validate that, we're in the clear. Scrub the evidence and let her go.
Guys, I'll find you. I promise.
Is this what your story is gonna be about? Goddamn, I got chills. Woo. That was some good fucking trailer. Her eyes can no longer detect light, yet she can still see them clearly. Thus, she ripped open those old wounds and denied the interrogation of her will, providing the final opportunity for the young girl to embark on a painful journey. She literally has PTSD on the idea that they're still alive. Viktor Reznov. In Kortuva, we're all brothers. Yippee. Yippee. Yeah. One April Fool's, but they decided to stop PTSD backstory. First April Fool's, but they decided to drop PTSD story, yeah. The moment the guy said, unless another survivor shows up to validate that we're in the clear, I immediately knew that at least one of them survived and will be a story character in the future. I like how they keep reminding us how tragic the world of this really is and how much devastation the Hollow disaster really caused. I still... Wait a minute. Hollow Zero... Was it Hollow's... Wait a minute. Fuck me. Hollow Zero was actually the distraction... You know, the fall of the old capital. Okay, wait a minute. A small briefing. It's the oldest, largest, and most dangerous known hollow in Zenless Zone Zero. It was primarily responsible for the destruction of the city of Eridu during the fall of the old capital. Okay. Despite the best efforts of the inhabitants, the hollow expanded relentlessly, engulfing the city and those unable to escape. Though the reasons for Hollow Zero's creation are unknown, the disaster was officially blamed on Carol Arna, a senior research director of the Helios Academy. Yeah, the teacher of the siblings. Okay, so Hollow Zero consumed Eridu. Yeah, I keep forgetting that Hollow Zero is what they call it. But one thing that I wanted to say is that, goddamn, the game really has some, age gaps, right? Like, Trigger was already a soldier and a sniper by the time Hollow Zero occurred, and she was protecting people as much as she possibly could, and that was the moment where she lost her sight. But if you think about it, about the other characters, for example, Astra Yao was already still a kid when Hollow Zero occurred. So that would make Trigger. Let's assume that would make Trigger a woman who's around her 30s or so, at the very least. Maybe 30 something. The numbers mention. What do they mean? There we go. There we go. What were you doing in Verdansk? Just like I was thinking, yeah. Where is Viktor Reznov? I remember Vorkuta. There we go, yeah. Consider they actually had methods to fight and escape the Hollow. What do you mean? I'm actually not sure Astra was stuck in Hollow Zero. Considering they actually had methods to fight and escape the Hollow. Okay, I see. The more lore about Day Zero of Hollow Zero, the more we understand the horrors of it and why people were just so ready to find someone to blame. Yep. The captain is the actual person that Ambi clones are based on. Even the voice is like an older Ambi. Wait a minute.
Oh, Captain, chill.
Sorry.
Bets on the next
Who
round.
said Trigger is looking for romance? Nobody ran that by me.
Do you think that this woman really is the original Ambi? Like the woman, not the clone, I mean, the actual woman who gave her DNA samples for the clones.
Whoa, Captain, chill.
Sorry. Wait.
Damn. What do people have to say? Yeah, they even have the same eye color gradient. Yes, definitely the template DNA, real Ambi. That's definitely not the same VA. I hear Christina V, so it's Miyabi's VA. Was looking for someone who had the same thought as me. Almost as all clones had different voices. Yeah, true. So the voice is not really much of a thing. You might be onto something. Also puts on team for that. Yeah. Guys, Achiron got lost again. Yep. For me, the part is her remembering how in those moments she didn't stop for a second from pulling the trigger over and over again, making it clear how chaotic the operation was, constantly killing monsters without stopping, trying to protect her companions. Or Morse code, I don't know. To think that she was so sweet and caring on the Ambi's mission, and what we saw on the previous trailer, her past seems to be hard and traumatic. Yet she manages to be so kind. She definitely has a big heart. Yeah, the numbers Mason vibes. Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping when I heard Achiron. More trauma. Yep. Okay, what does this guy has to say? This guy has to say quite a lot. One thing is certain. The people questioning her definitely sound like they'll be in the same group as those behind whatever happened to Ambi. The way they talk about unless another from her squad shows up to validate what she was saying, they're in the clear, as well as to scrap the evidence and let her go. Yeah, this makes it 100% sound like like what happened with Ambi's squad. In the fact that these scientists or higher-ups basically sent them on a one-way suicide mission, not expecting any of them to return. For whatever reasons, we are not sure. They definitely wanted them gone for some reason. And Trigger, like Ambi, is the only survivor of her squad's downfall, meaning they may have more in common than they realize. Also further proving just how far up the corruption in the government and the cities and city things go, and the fact that this corruption has been implied to have been going on well before the Hollows began appearing, meaning this world and these people are nothing but little test subjects and a game for those in power. Ah, yeah, where have I heard that before? The numbers trigger. What do they mean? God damn it. Everyone is a fucking OG Black Ops fan over here. But I cannot lie. The cutscene, we will not see this cutscene because I have to play that. But there is a dev talk, which I didn't realize it was today. God damn. Only 15 hours ago. It's not that long either. We can actually just watch it for a little bit and see what's in store for us. I don't see the Ambi resemblance. Oh, well, the eyes, the hair... That's pretty much it. We didn't really get much, but we can assume that because she's from the original, squad, maybe. You never know.
Hello everyone, I'm Y.
Why? Why is your name Y?
Hello everyone,
There we go.
I'm Y. Welcome to today's Dev Talk. It's been nearly a year since the official release of Zenless Zone Zero, and we'd like to thank all proxies for their support. Our team will also like to use this opportunity to share with you some of the development progress for version 2.0 and our plans for the future of Zenless Zone Zero.
Okay. I'm interested.
In Season 2's story, we will follow the protagonist to a unique area within New Eritol, Wi-Fi Peninsula, which will be the main stage for the story of version 2.0. Wi-Fi
This music. This music really is the music, The music where we are like, now we're getting down the rabbit hole. Like, now we're getting down to business. Trying to root out the corruption.
Is a district of the Throne Quarter, near the Lemnian Hollow. The earlier settlers of this region were tasked to monitoring the highly volatile Lemnian Hollow, and the name Wi-Fi is derived from the Cantonese characters for protect and anomaly, from the phrase protection from the anomaly called the Hollows. Later, an outpost was established here, which then became the city area Phalium Heights. Phalium Heights was built at the top of a cliff, overlooking the bay with its beautiful scenery. This is also an area rich in porcelain, a precious material that's highly resistant to ether corruption. Mining and processing porcelain has thus become the core industry of Wi-Fi Peninsula. Behind this massive industry and its profits, however, lies a tangled mess of factions. Here, we'll gradually unravel the clues we planted throughout the story this fall. For example, Sarah's true plans behind the sacrifice and the bringer incidents.
I need the giant bamboo. It's the bottle, it must be mine. Yeah. Decent English. That giant bamboo is glorious, I know. Yeah. Waifu Peninsula? It's Chinatown. Nice. Yeah, of course they're gonna have something Chinese related, but you know what? I don't mind. I mean, it's not a region, it's just a part of a city, so might as well just have one part of it. Why not?
The conspiracy behind the mysterious exorcist and the truth behind the fall of the old capital, as well as the secrets of the Faison siblings. Meanwhile, our protagonists will encounter agents from various factions and embark on brand new adventures.
Let's go.
For example, that way seeker with yellow cape we saw earlier is
who the fuck is that? Oh no, I get the feeling that this is a little bit of a spoiler, but you know what? Okay.
none other than Yi Xuan, the current leader. With yellow
This is one interesting thing. I wasn't expecting just a character with fucking wings.
cape we saw earlier.
She reminds me of that goddess from Genshin, the unknown
Is
goddess.
none other than Yi Xuan,
Also, she looks like Ambi as well.
the current leader of Yunhui Summit. She will make her debut as a key character in Season 2. As the story unfolds, the protagonists will gradually uncover her mysterious past. and become a new disciple of Yunhui Summit. Yixuan will become our steadfast support and guide us in her craft as our mentor, helping us explore the hollows directly. Beside Yixuan, who oversees Yunhui Summit, the Defense Forces Oboe Squad that we all familiar with, as well as the previously revealed idol faction Angels of Delusion.
Oh yeah, the angels.
Will all be making their appearance in Season 2. We've prepared a Season 2 teaser trailer to be released on April 13th. More information about the various factions will also be revealed then.
Not so special about the content of Season 2.
For the content direction of Season 2, we will not just be simply adding more characters and areas. We've been taking feedback from our practice very seriously and incorporated this feedback into our design philosophy, making an adjustment from the ground up. I'll be sharing some of the results with you all during the program. The most noticeable change is in the map design. We've completely revamped the entire map experience.
Please tell me they're gonna have a map that is like Persona 5, where you actually get to see where all the areas are interconnected, right? Instead of just having, just a name and you just picking the area you want to go.
And integrate the residential areas with compact zones at the system level, providing a more fluid and engaging gameplay experience for practice. First, let's talk about the design of the main city area, Beilong Heights. We made the area much larger to ensure comprehensive city functionality while allowing for potential expansion in future versions, while also reducing loading times caused by scene transitions. The new daily system will also be designed to match the local culture and the customs of the Wi-Fi Peninsula area. As a business-savvy video store owner, helping Yunhui Summit manage various aspects of Suibian Temple will also be a part of our new life. This new gameplay features management simulation elements and the new features such as Bamboo Dispatch, integrating residential areas with exploration areas and creating a smoother experience. As for the visuals, with the help and careful maintenance
districts of
of
New
the
Edo are
properties,
basically the equivalent
Suibian
of
Temple
regions.
will
more
gradually
or
be
less.
restored to its former glory. Plus, various elements
so
such
pretty.
as
Yeah.
holes,
I'll
scratch
probably
card
fall for
will
her.
take on new forms that match the vibes of Suibian Temple. The frequently mentioned loading issues has also been resolved in Beilong Heights. Previously, due to a limitation in the underlying design, the video store that proxies see from outside along the street does not match the actual size of the video store from within. So, we need a loading screen to bridge the interior and exterior of the store. In Beilong Heights, however, returning home is no longer a process that requires waiting. Additionally, we've optimized the pathway in Beilong Heights. The function area will be more concentrated, and the path to access each area will become more efficient and streamlined, ensuring that overall experience will become smoother and more fluid. Next, let's take a look at the ancient ruins of the aerospace city located within the Lemnian Hollow. Although the aerospace city has long been devoured by the Hollow, the ether stable area at its edge is still being used to mine and produce porcelain. In version 2.0, we will begin our exploration of the Lemnian Hollow on the edge of the aerospace
indoor and
city,
outdoors, perhaps?
with the past
That would be
few
cool.
versions as
Maybe.
precious learning experience. Its overall design will be more refined,
It remains
with
to be
larger
seen.
explorable areas, more robust systems, and more streamlined guidance. One distinct improvement is that after completing their training at Suibian Temple, the proxy siblings no longer needed to return to the video store to access the hollows through the HDD system. Instead, they can now travel more conveniently between Beilong Heights and the aerospace city. The craft they will learn will also be of great help in their future hollow explorations.
Okay, we're gonna become fighters. This music.
While we've added new areas, the travel system wasn't just simply expanded upon. In Season 2, we've redesigned the travel system, changing from the original sliding area selection system to a larger map format. We're also improving the UI experience. We also added a mini-map to the interface, along with the navigation features. Proxies can now select their destination more quickly and gain a clear understanding of New Eridu's geographical layout. Regarding plot structure, we've also noticed that since special episodes and basin stories are relatively independent story units, the current narrative structure results in weaker connections
Wait a
between
minute.
units. Special episodes and basin stories
Oh, I see. So special episodes and Phaethon story are relatively independent story units. Okay. Okay, so a special episode doesn't include Phaethon in it, so now we have Phaethon story, which is some stories which we are involved in, and then there are some special episodes which, like Jane's, for example, that we are not involved in.
are relatively independent
Much.
story units.
For the
The
most part,
current
we are not.
narrative structure results in weaker connections between plot points, resulting in a disjointed viewing experience. In future versions, we will merge special episodes and facing stories together, putting more focus on developing the connection between the various agents and the main storyline.
Okay.
We're also deepening the proxies environment. We will also steadily update the main storyline with each version, while ensuring that we do not compromise on its narrative quality. In addition to ongoing gameplay improvement, our team has also been
We're
constantly
getting annoying
exploring the
scrolling
idea
along all
of
the map
bringing
locations. I
Zenless
know,
Zone
it was.
Zero to users
Sounds like they
on
added
more
the minimap you wanted.
What I
Yeah.
can reveal right now is that Zenless Zone Zero is being prepared for launch on the Xbox platform. We'll
Ah, balls. It actually has. It actually got. Oh, it wasn't an April Fool's joke. I remember they actually had during April 1st. They added this. And it was like a joke, right? The X-Boo or so. Turns out it's real. Crap. God damn it. It should have been a PlayStation exclusive on consoles. What do you mean it wasn't a joke? Turns out it wasn't a joke. Zenless Zone Zero is gonna be on Xbox. I like that the proxies weren't involved in the special episodes. Yeah, same actually. Made the world feel like it doesn't turn only around them. I mean, I don't mind having to see more, you could say, interactivity with the siblings and the other factions, but special episodes which makes the characters, live their lives without the siblings always being around actually makes the city alive a little bit.
quality. In addition to ongoing gameplay improvement, our team has also been constantly exploring the idea of bringing Zenless Zone Zero to users on more platforms. What I can reveal right now is that Zenless Zone Zero is being prepared for launch on the Xbox platform. We'll share more info with everyone during the upcoming Xbox live stream.
Plans and adjustments for the this music. This is Lighter's combat music. How can I not, how can I possibly forget this amazing track? Plans and adjustments for the combat system.
The current combat design significantly diminishes the presence of the characters other than the main DPS. What should be a 3-person tactical squad feels more like a solo operation. So for the character combat design in Season 2, we will enhance the functionality and performance of non-DPS characters. For example, when agents are switched out, they can still remain on field and contribute to combat. Thus, there's a visual indication of their combat performance, while not affecting the player's control of the on-field agent. Another possibility is adding new attack and defense mechanics for enemies. Specific moves might require specific counter strategies that require teamwork from different characters in your squad. Or in certain special combat areas, enemies can gain certain advantages through specific conditions. Of course, some of these are just preliminary ideas. while others might make an appearance in the version 2.0 special program. However, the ultimate goal of these optimizations is to enhance overall synergy between characters, elevating both combat and visual experience to the next level. To sum up, in our future development plans, we are aiming to optimize events in 3 aspects.
Yeah, it was
First,
nice that the
we'll
world also
continue
had things
improving
without the
on
siblings. It
existing
made it
game
feel so
modes,
alive. Yeah.
such as Grand Muscle Adventure, Bamboo vs. Ethereal, and so on, to make them more fun for players. At the same time, we'll be rolling out more exciting new gameplay. In future versions, we might see casual duels between bamboos, or even get to control a giant bamboo in combat. Besides events featuring our adorable bamboo, we will also introduce some slow-paced, relaxing
More bamboo
events
content.
to enrich
Yep.
Proxy's everyday life outside of the main
It's not
story,
Zenless Zone Zero without
such as
bamboos,
spending
I
joyful
suppose.
moments with agents at hot pot restaurant, movie theaters, and more. We also hope that beyond the intense and the thrilling
That's my
combat
favorite part.
events,
Yeah.
players can also take a breather to enjoy the lighter story events.
Are there any plans in future versions regarding characters released early in the game?
Every character is the result of our team's blood, sweat, and dedication. Our team has put in quite a bit of effort to ensure characters are relatively future-proof and have long-term value. Showcasing a character's charm isn't just about mindlessly beefing up their stats. While maintaining each character's unique traits, we will strategically enhance their unique traits, rather than just simply boosting their damage output. For example, we'll supplement or even rework certain skills and their effects, tailoring them to each character's experience. Besides that, we'll also consider each character's role very seriously. While strengthening the characters, we will also take into consideration their compatibility with other characters in future versions. In terms of storytelling, we hope that our characters, even those have already been released, can showcase their own unique charm. In version 1.7, for example, we'll get to see quite a few scenes between Lycan and Hugo. These interactions are crucial for the character's emotional investment in the long run. We hope that every character can find a purpose that belongs solely to them in different corners of new areas. Although it might be challenging to do this well, we'll continue to work hard to create more meaningful relationships between characters and players, or even take their bond to the next level.
Nice. What else can you tell the players?
As a new team, we've admittedly fell short in the earlier stage in terms of both narrative and gameplay elements. We've been working hard to make improvements, continuously incorporating feedback from proxies and optimizing our content. Thank you, proxies, for your continued patience, feedback, and support. In future content updates, we will prioritize ensuring content quality and humbly continue to welcome feedback and guidance from our proxies with the utmost respect. We hope Season 2 will bring proxies a more complete and smoother experience. If you encounter any issues with gameplay experience, we hope you will share more feedback through the official community channels. Your feedback and suggestions are crucial for our future content development. See you next time.
See ya. Thanks for the update. We got some good info. Dear Proxies, Zenless Zone Zero's official release is coming up to its 1-year anniversary, and the new Season 2 story is just around the corner. Today, our development team is thrilled to introduce upcoming new content, including a preview of Season 2's story, new areas, new experiences, and gameplay improvements, combat optimizations, and more. Come check it out with us. Yeah, with us, with this. Respect to Y for giving the best to explain things in English. Keeping all characters relevant in both combat and story is a huge W. Give Y a raise, please. He tried his hardest and best to deliver us the news in English. Fundamentally working the core gameplay loop, new map design, getting rid of all loading screens, older characters permanently getting new move sets instead of just a damage buff, and all around QOL updates. Quality of life, perhaps. Yeah, quality of life updates. It's kind of mind-blowing just how fast the ZZ dev team works. Take care of yourselves, guys. We love you for all the care you put into the game. Well, truth be told, for the first year, the game is not even half bad. I mean, okay, it's not that insanely crazy, insanely good, but it's enjoyable very much, and I still keep playing it, so that says a lot. Like, I was just mentioning it to Infinite Midnight, that, you know, my Zenless Zone Zero streams are not as good, are not as productive as Honkai Star Rails. And I can feel that, you know, like when I go into the stream and I see that, you know, I have only like 1 or 2 viewers. I duly truly appreciate you, every one of you, for being here, by the way. But the thing is that many people do not really like Zenless Zone Zero because it doesn't really have that lore heavy thing that everyone enjoys so much in Honkai Star Rail. My Honkai Star Rail streams do better even when I do not really have much to show in terms of story, and I just play the Divergent Universe, for example, compared to Zenless Zone Zero when I do play the actual main story, you know? I love the ZZ so far. That one is me. Most of the time sad. Yeah. You, the Wandering Shadow as well, and perhaps sometimes Joker might drop in. But I truly appreciate you being here, regardless. And I keep, you know, I could be, you know, taking the time to actually stream all the games. I mean, there are other games that I really need to stream, by the way. For example, it has been quite some time that the new chapter of I have seen people actually bring it back. Like Miori actually has been playing it. Miori Celesta has been playing it this past week. You know, the Coffin of Ambi and Lele, right? I haven't finished the last chapter, and I really like that game. But no, I'm here playing Zenless Zone Zero because I do not want to. You know, I do not want to put Zenless Zone Zero on the side, get me? I also have, wait a minute, yeah, it has been quite a few months that I still haven't, you know, that I have left behind, basically, the game, you know, Slay the Princess, which also got the pristine cut, an entirely expansive update. But yeah, I have focused mainly on playing my bread and butter, my bread being Honkai Star Rail and my butter being Zenless Zone Zero. It is what it is. Because I do like these games. And Zenless Zone Zero really deserves a chance. Did Y just casually drop the potential for character reworks to shoot them up against potential power creep and future-proofing them to fit the meta? Well, as well as implying that we might see more deepened character bonding through the story. Am I dreaming? This sounds amazing. Honestly, what a great first glance at 2.0, really getting us hyped. They didn't really show us much, they just told us. And the fact that they're aware of that, it's promising. I do like the fact that they actually have clear goals. I want to congratulate you for this massive W. It's not the rewards of the improvements that I'm excited about. It's the communication and transparency that is the biggest W. Exactly, that's what I meant. ZZ team is so underappreciated. I came here just to comment that I appreciate every effort in addressing community feedback, fixes, and changes while also implementing their own future development. Considering how little time they have provided... Sorry. Oh, it's the soda. They have providing us for new content every month. It should be evident that they are working themselves to the bone. By the time you guys finally have firm foothold to a system that is what you deem to be balanced and fun, go earn yourselves a needed vacation from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Yeah. Dang, bro, the size discrepancy between random play on the outside and the inside never bothered me, man. But thank you for going the extra mile optimizing everything. I actually never bothered with it. I never even realized that random play actually looks smaller on the outside. And I'm like, that was a problem? Wait a minute. Oh, well. Anyway. No time to waste. I really need to get down to... Oh, yeah, by the way, it was Seth's birthday. My boy. In the cabinet, there are gifts from Chingy Captain Jane and my brother. You'll need to prove you've grown a year wiser by cracking the passcode with given clues. Thanks, everyone. But why do I still have to take a test on my birthday? Actually, kind of ass on my opinion. But you know what? Perhaps they truly do care for him in order to put him through the effort to see how smart he has become. the fact that Jane actually did give him a gift, I'm like, yes, yes, shipping is sailing. Let's fucking go. Too bad we do not get any special letters or any, you know, any kind of messages from the characters whenever they, you know, it's their birthday. I mean, I'm not expecting gifts. Okay, it's kind of bizarre, the idea that someone who has their birthday, they make you a gift like in Genshin, but a message from them, it would have been nice. Just a message, or perhaps a chance for you to choose a gift to give them instead, like a special little event. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, didn't realize either until you said it. Yeah, Seth, my baby, you were my favorite for 5 minutes, but I still love you. Yeah. Okay, so let's not waste any time. What am I clicking? Let's not waste any time. I have to finish the story tonight, or else I won't have the time. Tomorrow, and from tomorrow on, we focus exclusively on Honkai Star Rail until I finish the story in Honkai Star Rail. So Zenless Zone Zero really needs to, you know, get its chance tonight. Wise, let's discuss how we're gonna investigate Exaltis. Sure. Okay, let's go to Babsek. Yes. Sorry, I have a running nose. It has gotten cold again in Greece for some reason. It's, you know, it snowed all around.
I'll have to work overtime to finish this mission report.
Oh, not again. Yuan, I thought you had your time managed.
You're here.
Yeah. This is the other ship that I so fucking love. I really do not actually... I actually like the idea of the thief and the... You know, the authoritarian kind of... Well, not the authoritarian. What's the word for it? The law and the outlaw. I like that, you know, romance. And that's the best way to do it, to say it. Yes, the law and the outlaw. So, yeah, that's my official ship. It's you. What can I do for you? Go out with me. I wanted to ask about Bringer. You saw the news, I'm sure. The commissioner closed the case citing personal misconduct. I already found it strange and I wanted to investigate further, but there's been a lot of back obstacles. It's as if there is a hidden force that doesn't want me to get involved in this matter any further. Got our yearly alloy letter recently. Oh, really? I'd give Seth flowers, yeah. Hello, Mod, by the way. Did I say hello, Mod? Excuse me. Welcome to stream, Mod. Sorry, I was a little bit all over the place just now. Sounds suspicious. Yes, but it could also be my sensitive position. As far as I know, after the case was closed, the items left behind by Inspector Bringen were all sent to Hollow Special Operations for processing. However, those items have already been screened within the Bureau, and there is nothing suspicious about them. If you're still worried, you can also go there later and ask. Also, my colleagues at PopSec, most of us have worked with Inspector Bringer to some extent, so they might know something. Excuse me. I would love to investigate with you, but I've been busy lately. There's an organ trafficking case recently. Oh no! Oh no! As if I didn't know. And some other odd missing persons cases as well. Oh no! No worries, I'll investigate on my own first. Alright, just let me know if you have any questions. Sure, I will. Okay, so hey, I wanna interrogate you, officers. I mean, peaceful public security, okay? How can I help you? Why is there a security officer within the fucking police station? Everyone is basically a security guard here. Quote unquote security guard. They're all, you know, enforcers of the law. Did you know Bringer? You mean Inspector Bringer? Oh no, he's not Inspector anymore. He's not alive anymore either. I'm not very familiar with him, but I did help organize the things he left behind. Looking at it now, I guess they can be considered his estate. Is there anything special about them? Special? No. Just very ordinary things. I heard from other colleagues that Bringer had a notebook and he never parted with. But I couldn't find this notebook and his belongings. It's probably lost somewhere. Everything has been sent to Hollow Special Operations. I think it was Section 6. Maybe it's because the higher-ups suspect there is a mole in PubSec. Fuck me. Reading actually fucks my throat. Hello, citizen. Is there anything I can help you with? Did you know Bringer? Mr. Bringer, I know. I once caught him in the bathroom secretly recording his to-do list for the next day with a tape recorder and his pants down. Probably worried that he would forget otherwise. Is human memory really that short, or was it just Mr. Bringer? However, if there have been others in the bathroom at the time, Mr. Bringer probably wouldn't have done that. Bro is officially sick now. Yeah. It's because I'm a bank bull that I happen to witness something like this. You've witnessed horrors no other being has witnessed, my little friend. Is there a problem, citizen? Do you know about Bringer? Bringer? Wait, you're not a reporter, are you? Of course not. Good. Bosses told us not to talk about Bringer. Probably worried about reporters being careless with what they write. I really don't know why he turned out this way. He used to be a good person. Many years ago, after he came out of the Hollow, his entire personality shifted. By the way, I have spoken to police officers. Yeah. Too difficult to budge. And that comes from a person who knows how to think like a police officer, considering the fact that my father was one. And, in all honesty, I just have the diplomacy for it. But it's difficult to make a police officer talk. A police officer never talks. He only listens most of the time. And he's making others talk as well. So this guy actually providing some of his, some of his opinion or, comment, despite the fact that he just asked if we were a reporter. Let me tell you this one thing. If any kind of officer had even the slightest suspicion that we are a reporter, he wouldn't have said anything to us regardless of whether we were a reporter or not. Meaning that this is a kind of unrealistic, but anyway. I thought it was because he was injured in the Hollow or had witnessed something terrible. But that operation was very successful. He rescued many citizens from the Hollow and emerged completely unscathed. How strange. Do you have any other information? I remember now. Seems like Bringer had memory issues for a long time, always forgetting stuff. Back then, we even suggested we keep a diary or something, though I'm not sure if he ever listened to us. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything more than that. Crap. After acquiring around, you gather a lot of information about Bringer. You share this information with Yuan and agreed to meet at Hollow Special Operations. Bro felt the only thing he shouldn't. Yep. Stupid people not following PubSec perhaps is the most realistic thing. OPSEC, yeah. Every security system that involves humans will fail eventually. Not really. I mean, security systems can go as far as they go, but can't argue with that. Well, security systems can go as far as they go, right? But you will never truly know the full picture. Like, if you are trying to find some information about something, but nobody is willing to talk for one reason or another, the only thing you will truly find is trouble. Because you will be snooping around and people will never talk of the one thing you ask of them, but they will talk about you looking for information. Oh, trust me, I know. So, when it comes to security systems, sure, things can be debated on, how things work in these systems, but you as an ordinary person is practically impossible to, bypass whatever security systems there are in order for you to get whatever information you would probably seek. Shit, sometimes they do not even allow they do not even allow for the normal kind, not the normal kind. They do not even allow for the information that is already public to be, talked around when it comes to police officers, I mean specifically. Looks like I still need to check the items left by Bringer. I head to HSO now. Yeah. I love it when they interact together. Do they actually talk about anything? No, I cannot actually talk with them.
Today's training.
More training? You're here. Ji-Yuan has already told me about the current situation. We have already found all of Binger's belongings. Nothing unusual so far. I heard he had had a notebook. A notebook? I don't recall seeing one. But there are a few tape recordings. Our colleagues have already listened to these tapes. They are just routine meeting minutes and similar recordings. Nothing out of the ordinary. Minutes. Wait a minute. Minutes. Minutes? Harumasa, my beloved. Yeah. After carefully inspecting the tapes, you find one that feels different from the rest. It seems a bit heavier. Do you need to play these tapes again? There shouldn't be any need for that. These recordings have already been reviewed by both Call of Special Operations and PubSec, so there shouldn't be any issues. There is one heavier than the others. It might be something hidden inside. Indeed, the weight of the tape is different from the others. Let's take a closer look. Oh yeah, it was, of course it was Wise, the one who figured out that one of them was actually kind of heavier. Not this specialist whose fucking job is to investigate. After carefully examining the special tape recording, you discover that there seems to be an encrypted message within. I see, this must be the reason for its weight. But how can we decrypt it? Decrypt it, yeah. I'm gonna try to crack it, then we'll leave it to you. We could talk about, you know, Rain could help, but maybe we have the ability to, I suppose. So much for decrypting. Why do we have to take so long? It's such a simple task. Oh well. Done. You did it, as expected. Looks like there is new content that can be played on the tape now. That's interesting. I didn't know secret information could be hidden this way. What secret? Sukaku wants to know. Ji-Yuan, are you nervous? I don't know, but I have a bad feeling about this. After all, he put so much effort into hiding it. There might really be an answer inside. Should we listen to it later? Let's listen to it now. Should we listen to it later? No, I'm prepared. No matter what, I have to face the truth. Yeah, caring about our wife.
Alright, let's get started.
Like I said, the Bringer Left Behind starts playing.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words.
What? The original Bringer died in the hollow? We can't crack this system. Stand back. I play Oshu. Yep. Wish it was more difficult. Yep. Same.
I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but...
Wow, the original Bringer was actually a Giga Chad.
In the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me.
Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Okay, so... Did you break out of line or they all died?
Luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable.
Damn.
It's just human nature. It's normal. I just have a few regrets. Oh, what's that over there?
I hear a long, rasping, creepy noise.
I've seen a miracle. Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power.
What?
Only by embracing everything. It's the only way.
It didn't took long for him to actually, change his mind about being a good guy to a bad guy.
Only by embracing this power can everyone survive.
I see. So this power and his tenacity of wanting to make everyone survive at all costs corrupted him in the heart, I suppose. Kind of ironic. He was about to be corrupted by the ether energy, but now he ended up getting corrupted by this miracle thing. There's definitely something unnatural to it. He sounds like his mind got overridden. Yeah, it does sound like that. Like, this doesn't sound like the same man we were hearing just a moment ago. Look at that. Like, listen to what this says right here.
Luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable.
Now listen to the last one.
Only by embracing this power can everyone survive.
He's completely out of it.
Oh, Creator, please grant me this.
Did you win yet? Well, as you can see, we're trying. The room is left in complete silence as the cassette finishes playing. Zhu Yuan in particular looks crestfallen. Oh, dear, no. The voice actor did incredible. Yeah, anyways, goodbye. See ya. See ya, Disable. Thank you so much for dropping by. Sup. Hello, Julian. Welcome. Seems something corrupted him. Yeah. Yes, yet another cult dedicated to unlock humanity's full potential via starting an apocalypse. Lovely. Not a bunch of crazy idiots. Yeah. More like brainwashed by some energy. Highly likely, yeah. Poor Zhu Yuan. Actually, listening to her hero lose himself like that, that must be really heartbreaking. Hey, take care of your wife, Wise.
Are you okay, Julian? Don't be so down.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just, even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little...
Yeah.
Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
You witnessed a miracle.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
Can the miracle actually corrupt people? Do you think we were gonna have characters who probably gonna witness the miracle down the line and they themselves were gonna become like frenzied or some shit?
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption.
I'm late because I was watching gameplay on Cypher and watching Jagomon Z. Well, that's fine, my friend. You're here now, so that's what matters. I'm pretty sure that was literally the day she was saved by Bringer. No, since he saw him give up his anti-corruption gear. Oh, crap, true.
Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the Hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, Then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? There is no... Wait a minute, there is no contradiction here. What the fuck are you talking about? This is obviously a timeline of events. He was about to die, he witnessed a miracle, he healed because the miracle apparently can do that. And then he came out victorious as if he did everything by himself. And he never talked about the miracle to anyone. At least not anyone that we know.
It's possible that both are true.
There we go. Okay, look. Fuck me. Yanagi, when Harumasa is the one who's putting the glasses on you, you know you really need a break from work. Because your mind really is out of it. Lately.
Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
Yeah.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
Honestly, without context, you all sound like a bunch of insane individuals.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
Nice. Okay, I never expected the investigation to lead to this, but what exactly are the Exaltists plotting? Regardless, time to head back to the video store and rest for a bit, then I'll think about the next steps. Well, it was nice seeing you, kids. I mean, people. Haven't, you know, good chance to talk with you in, you know, in the epilogue. I really wonder what Bringer saw back then. If I had known Erden, I would have asked him before drawing my sword. Shit. True that. Your sense of humor has improved, Chief. Everyone, I just spoke to Julian and public security seems to be very busy lately. Are you talking about those cases tied to tops? Anyway, it's not like they're our concern. You know? Of course. Cox. It hasn't exactly been peaceful lately. Word is that public have been pulling threads and found something that is connected to those illegal drugs I was tracking. The Mayflowers over at City Admin have been making moves too. In any case, these elites of New Erido are starting to stir. We might be in for quite a show soon. What I mean is, if PubSec is too busy, some Holo-related cases will be transferred to us. Huh? Yes. Overtime. Officer Cake is here. Yep. Oh.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
There comes the simp. Did you know we're here? Of course you knew. If you know our identity, then you have stalked us.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
You have stalked us all the way to the, you know, to our house.
We meet again, Master Proxy.
We are master. Oh yeah.
I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators. About some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
You know about that?
So you know about that? I only just found out myself.
My gothic girl is here. Yep.
Because I've been watching you this entire time. I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes of working together. I need to find Bringer's belongings.
You too? Everyone.
Bringer's belongings? Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network. All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack.
She really speaks a little bit with whispers. Ugh, I'm getting the SMR vibes. Ooh. And she's a stalker. Yeah, but she does have the SMR voice.
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network.
Well, bye. See ya, Julian. Have a good day. I know I just got here, but I'm leaving. Fair enough, Julian. Don't worry. Have a good day. See you next time. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow with the new update of Honkai Star Rail. Bye-bye.
Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Who do you mean by they?
The Exaltists, of
Yeah,
course.
the Exaltists, I imagine,
They're
yeah.
always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history. But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
Fuck it.
All right. I agree to work with you.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
In the next chapter. I so badly want the siblings to be available to fight in the holo. I can't fight, I'm a proxy after all.
Well, you know, I'm a proxy after all.
As I expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
Oh yeah. The simp is showing. I wanna hear that again.
I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
We went from master to lord. Let's fucking go.
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
Oh yeah, she's salivating right now.
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridil. Lord Phaethon.
She cannot hide it any longer. This game really just makes this guy, just because he's an intellectual, the intellectual, proxy, being like the sexiest man on the city. The idol has fallen for him. The millionaire goth girl has fallen for him. That's the official ones, by the way. We're not even talking about everyone else. Caesar, which I do not count it, but unfortunately with that one music video you cannot really, you can assume so. But, for Caesar, I, in my personal headcanon, I do not find it valid. He's the dream guy. He's not the dream guy. He's the nightmare guy. What the fuck are you talking about? The guy is just a lean nerd, basically, whose job is to just, lead people in and out of a danger zone. He's the IT guy. He's just a guy who sits on the computer. I am that guy, and I get no bitches. What are you talking about? Oh well. I kind of forgot about the Honkai Star Rail update because I was simping on Cypher so much, and she's not even out yet. Yeah. Thank you for telling me about the update. Don't worry. You're welcome, Julian. She's truly done bad, yeah. Hoyoverse. Make Vivian synergize with Jane Doe and my wallet is yours. Twinks are all the rage. He's perfect. You don't understand. He's not fucking perfect. What are you talking about? What is so perfect about him? Okay, I can assume that the green eyes probably play a little bit of a, role. My father really is the charmer because he has green eyes. I don't. I have brown. That's it. Like everything else about this guy is just a casual fit. You cannot count the hair. The hair is always wild like that whenever it comes down to, anime. So what do we have here? We have a nerdy guy who works at a video store. Okay, he has a secret life, as a proxy. Kinda cool. What makes him attractive for women to fall for him?
Don't tell me you don't like him.
Excuse me, what? Actually, I'm Phaethon.
You might not believe this, but I'm actually Phaethon.
You're an outstanding proxy, that's true. But Lord Phaethan's a cut above. No one could ever replace Lord Phaethan.
You see? There we go. Okay. We're back on the realistic shit. Okay, thank God. For 1 second, I was like, what the fuck? Okay, she has fantasized some kind of very attractive version of Lord Phaethan in her, in her mind. But now that she has him in front of her, she doesn't believe it because the guy is actually not as attractive as anticipated. Or, realistically speaking, this is how it would have worked out. Because fantasy works like that. You fantasize things a little bit more romantically than they are. That's how the mind works. I love nerdy guys. Okay, fair enough. That makes one of you. Do you watch Mina Aoyama at all? I have no idea who that is. She likes Wise for being somewhat pathetic. What the fuck? Yeah, okay, look. The only reason she likes, Wise for being, somewhat pathetic. Oh, yeah, I know her. Yeah, she has, yeah, she's the most famous VTuber when it comes to gacha. I know. I don't watch her streams or any of her clips, but yeah, I know who she is. Okay, look. That doesn't count. Because that would imply, hey, would a woman actually like a pathetic guy? Fuck no. She would not. The only reason why Mina actually does kind of probably like Wise is because this kind of patheticness, it's charming in the video game. Because it's presented like that. But let me tell you something. If you are the pathetic kind of sort of guy, there are only two possibilities. One, you're either very lucky and you might find a woman who might actually find it attractive, but the possibility is me getting a double 5-star. That's the kind of possibility we're talking about here. Which happens only once every eclipse. 2. Women will not even give you a fucking chance to speak to them. Not date them, to speak to them if you're a pathetic kind of guy. And I know because I have seen it and I have lived it too. Just saying. Valid. Yeah. I love that from him too. You just can't understand the charm. There is no charm. You just like nerdy guys. You do not count. Well, none of these characters are real. Technically speaking, they are not real, yes. But if you think about it in a more grounded way, every character here could very well take aspects, like any work of fiction, from real life. So, relatively speaking, if you take things, if you try to take things on, on seeing how things actually work out, fantasy will always look nicer than what is actually happening in reality. Another relationship advice? No, more like a reality check. Hello, Pinkish Delight. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing very well as well. Yourself.
But I know how you feel. You're actually one of Lord Phaethan's fans too, aren't you?
She's gaslighting herself.
He's your biggest role model in life and you hope to become just like him, right?
No.
How should I put this? I'm not really a fan of Phaethan.
I get it. You're ashamed. Because you love him so much. I went through a phase like that once. But it's okay to be brave and admit your love.
Okay.
Relax. I'm with you as you make your journey, fellow fan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. After inexplicably joining Vivian's informal fan club, she is Phaethan's #1 simp. You listen to her go on about her love of Lord Phaethan for nearly an hour. What? Wow. Okay. She's very smart, but unfortunately she's not smart enough to realize that yes, this is actually the real Faven. Damn. I love all the voice actors' interpretation of the way Vivian shifts when she talks about Faven. I know. I love her voice so much. It's really, really, really good performance.
Oh my! Once I start talking about Lord Faithen, I just can't help myself. Look at the time.
Actually, where is that one clip? Wait a minute. I really want to see it. Wait a minute. I really want to show it. One second. I cannot find it. I do not know how it's called. God damn it. Anyway, there is this little bit, like this little gif that they usually have of this one pink, you know, sculpture of a face, which basically gets scrambled up from the from the cringe. That's exactly what Wise is right now. The guy literally heard an hour-long person right in front of him simp for him without realizing. He was just standing there. He's thinking, yeah, oh yeah, how wish I was Feathen, yeah. They're oblivious. Yeah, hello Jet Atomic, welcome to stream. See, so Rick, I would talk for an hour about Wise too. Fair enough.
I suppose that's all for today then. I'll be in touch with more news.
Yeah, okay. I was so caught up chatting with a fellow fan that I almost forgot why I'm here. I found out where the remainder of Ringer's belongings ended up. They should be hidden in a hollow in the outer ring. I'll need to make some preparations. Let's meet up in Blazewood later. Don't worry, I'll protect you, Proxy. I won't let you get hurt. How did you know we were proxies? Because I gathered the information from my intelligence network, of course. I really wish to know what she meant by 8. I may look this way, but I've got a pretty impressive job and I know many secrets. What's the deal with you and the Exaltists? I must follow the Exaltist schemes. Whatever they are planning, I'll stop them. This time, I absolutely cannot. Look, just think of it as my personal beef with the Exaltists. Whatever the case, we're on the same side here. It's getting late, I need to go back and make some preparations. See you in Blazewood. Vivian leaves in a hurry. She seems rather reluctant to discuss her relationship with the Exaltists in detail. Are you sure you want to head straight into the hollow, or should we use the old trick and connect to Eos instead? That would be a bit faster. But if we connect to Eos, Vivian might recognize us. After all, she's our fan. I have you with me. If you say so, Wise. Alright, but if anything happens, you have to stay safe. Even though we can stay in touch at any time, I'll still worry. I'll get myself out if anything happens. Vivian will protect me. I'll protect you too, Wise. If anything goes wrong, I'll get back up for you right away. Let's take a break for now and wait for Vivian to contact us. Okay, after some time, a message from Vivian arrives. Time to head to Blazewood and meet her. Alright. I like this place. I haven't seen this place in a long. What are you guys doing here? And why are you dressed as, you know, as a soldier?
Proxy, you're here too. I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here? And what's with the new outfit, Ambi?
Exactly. Wise doesn't know about the outfit.
I'm here to investigate that incident.
What? You recall the incident you experienced with Ambi and Trigger. The relevant details have been recorded as tapes and logged in the video archive. If you have time, you should go and refresh your memories with them. Relevant details have been recorded as tapes and logged into in the video archive. So the game actually lets you know about the other, about the side story of, Ambi.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this. Now that everything is completely finished, this uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now.
Nice of you to think of it that way. Most people would have gotten rid of it.
We all have to move on someday.
Yeah, that's why they would have gotten rid of it.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. And who's this young lady?
This is my friend, Vivian. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hair's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now. You're going into a Hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Ambi, you do not know the immaculate aura I radiate when it comes to just walking into a hollow without any kind of protective gear or any kind of, resistance towards ether. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
Yeah. You shoot a Wink and Ambi and Trigger, who both notice your signal and don't ask any more questions. Right at the moment, a rather familiar-looking lady appears.
Huh. Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
You followed us all the way here?
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
What the... What? What the fuck? What is going on?
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling all right?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Ambi here. So if you'll excuse me.
Sienna steps to the side with Ambi as they discuss something. Meanwhile, you look at Vivian with some concern.
You aren't looking so good. What's the matter?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves, why not join us? It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something? It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Huh? Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people and we'll find your missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
Alright then. Very well. . 。  . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Something's up. I know. I mean, is it even a surprise? I thought you didn't really like her. Why did you decide to help her? Do you believe in fate? I believe what you said before about the chosen one. You still remember that? That was about something else. It's nothing. Let's hurry and head into the hollow. The fact that we're going with Ambi and Trigger is the reason why... Yeah, it was mainly because the game wouldn't allow us to play as Vivian. But the fact that we have her as a companion is cool. Actually having two characters... Oh, she twirls when she reaches close. That's so nice. Wait a minute. Interesting way of running around. It'll probably be fun to play. How does she attack? Nice.
Adjusting for wind.
Mind the blanket. Move behind me. Whatever. You're in.
Holding position.
She's doing a fine job on her own.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Any
Since
boxes?
you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore. What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Anything else? No? Okay.
Recalibrating. You're cornered. The melody of combat.
Sounds ready.
Fire support ready. The target's weary.
I'm on it.
Quick shot.
Copy. Resolve. Excellent. Let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
We're about to become accomplices in murder or something. Can you believe it? Can you imagine? Where does this lead to?
This is the place.
We have strayed from what we were originally were supposed to do, you know.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this.
Oh yeah, of course I'm gonna go with the others and turn a blind eye on you. whatever suspicious activity you're doing, you're gonna be doing.
I know it might sound strange, but
A ring? We're gonna be here forever. I know. Imagine how stupid they would look. Like, think of yourself. Like, I'm thinking of myself, and whenever something small falls onto the ground, I just, you know, look down, and I just walk around as I look down in order to notice where it dropped. And I look kinda silly when I do that. And any other person actually looks kinda silly, because just looking down and walking, it's kinda bizarre, you know, because normally you just look ahead, right? Now imagine these badass characters doing that. Just being in this fucking desert and looking down and just walking around looking at the looking. You can even imagine, like, you can imagine Trigger, because he has, you know, poor eyesight, going, oh, is that the ring? Oh no, it's just a broken piece of nail or something like that.
I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auctions? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite a nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all of this? Because that legendary artist was my husband. Mira's father. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. You did mention that it was something about your husband when it came down to, you know, bidding for that one item. My condolences. Thank you, but I might not need it anymore. So who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravencock family. The matter I just discussed with Miss Amby is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine. Our bond doesn't need to be anchored to any object, and I don't need these works to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Of course. Why are you gonna be nitpicking and just say why? Vivian and Sienna, step aside and discuss something in private. Alright, regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I would be extremely grateful to you. Ah, yes. Okay, now we just look down and just... Yeah, this is exactly how I imagined it. Just looking around like a moron like that in the dirt. God damn it, okay. Of course it's gonna be something more epic than that, instead of just... Oh, a penny! Yeah. I like how you can use these as balls. Big balls, where you can play with them. That doesn't sound right when I say it out loud now, does it? How do you call these? I have no idea how do you call these. Yeah, I will call them big balls. It's from the other side and the game doesn't let me. You find some food left in the hollow for unknown reasons. Clearly there's no sign of rings Sienna is looking for amongst these items. Amnak, the police was here and it seems something dangerous happened. If I die, remember me as the midday simp. I will, and you judge me when I say balls? I never... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did judge you once, yes. But then you did it again. I do not do it every day. Thanks, I'm not hungry. Wait a minute. Fox, if you're hungry, I've brought some food with me. Do I really look like I want to eat the leftovers? You actually do, just a little bit.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Okay, do not then. Hello. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for waiting. It happens, okay? I have called the electrician. The coming, like, this week he was supposed to come and, he's supposed to come and check the, what's the problem with the fuse box, because has been happening these past 2 weeks has been happening more and more frequently. We're back. Yep, we are back. Look, if the freeze, if the stream freezes again, you know exactly what happened. It doesn't take too long to, get the power back on, and thankfully the Wi-Fi too. But, not the Wi-Fi, the router, the Ethernet too, but still. Here, just can't spray, it doesn't last 2 weeks. Yeah, insert com joke here. Yeah. Continue? Yes, of course, continue. Thank God we didn't lose all the progress.
This is the place.
Okay, we did lost all the progress.
So, what is it that you're looking?
No, actually, we didn't lose all the progress. We just missed the... Okay, what will happen if I say why? Why? There's something personal I want to discuss. Okay. That's all you had to say. Thanks, I'm not hungry. You can't eat those even if you're starving.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Yeah, the box.
Neither do I.
There we go. Any more boxes on the back? This is kind of an ass way to actually make me run all around for this one box. Just putting X's here, a visible wall, and not letting me just walk through. Whatever. We got the box, that's what we wanted. You find a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you are looking for. No one would hide a ring inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right? They would hide a camera, that's for sure. Don't worry, there's nothing inside. I've already gone through it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
Why anyone would want to hide the ring?
It's pretty cute.
Oh. Trigger really being the girliest of characters. You find a lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one would put a ring in a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
They got the steel wool invisible wall team on this story. Yep. Happy Bara. Yep. Mm-hmm. You find some scattered old barrels. After careful searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside them. Does Sienna actually want to find this so-called ring? What do you mean? She said she's looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remember her husband. Yeah, that's something I wanted to say myself, that was a contradiction, but I just felt like it was a little bit, you know, it wasn't really much of a thing. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back. Yeah.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
I'm worried about Sienna. The location should still be safe. I hope so.
You think she wanted to do something stupid?
My bullets are one with the wind.
Stand steady. Move behind me. Fire support ready.
She's selling it, definitely. You think? You think she would sell it? She's dead. Fuck, this is also a little bit gruesome. This is the first time I just see a character just lay down on the ground like that. Goddamn. They really placed her in a way to make it seem as if she was fucking brutalized right before she passed away. It was painful. Oh yeah, it was very painful. Probably every bone in her body got broken. Let me your head shut. Perhaps. By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully. Oh my god. She really is dead. I thought this was one of the, you know, traumatic moment. Wait a minute. Pause. I wanted to say this, but I was reluctant into saying it. Vienna actually cried when she encountered Sienna just now, right? Vienna, what the fuck? Vivian. Vivian cried when she encountered Sienna, and I wanted to ask, does she actually have some kind of you know, psychic power to feel sad about someone for some reason, about their past or about what's gonna happen to them? Well, I didn't express it back, you know, I didn't express it in the cutscene. Now I realize I should have, because in the back of my mind I did call it. Well, we remember you, furry girl. Yep.
Her vital signs are gone.
Fuck. Okay, this feels a little bit impactful because we knew her from before. From the beginning of this, you know, story mission. And I really wasn't expecting her to actually be dead.
What happened? I guess this was her final scam.
Huh? Shortly before.
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
What?
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan.
Vivian actually allowed this to happen.
I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter.
What?
So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance.
Scam my way through a bunch of physical exams.
Once some time has passed, Could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter.
Fuck. For all her scamming, tactics, she really did care for her daughter. And she never got revenge from the Ravencock family. Yeah, nah, when I kill those bastards. Imagine Trigger just flunked a shot and Sienna gets headshotted. That would have been such a fuck up, If she was to die in a wrong way, that way she wouldn't get the insurance too. Oh god.
It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life.
Yeah, but at the price of losing her father and her mother.
If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
Would be funny. It would have been funny, but, yeah. After saying this, Vivian falls silent for a moment.
She was betting that we'd help her. So, you were aware of this the whole time? Yes. Because I saw it.
Yeah. She has the power. Vivian falls silent for a moment as if recalling the memory of back when she shed tears in front of Sienna.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters.
Oh, I see. You are basically Zenless Zone Zero Castoriki. Let's fucking go. But instead of touching people and dying, you see people die. Okay, I'm pulling for you. Crap.
That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
Crap. Here comes the tragic backstory of the character in order for you to connect with them and then spend your money into pulling them. Of course. Mama Murphy went jet. Yeah.
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
What? How does that make any sense?
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth.
How unlucky.
She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
Jinx? Like Arcane League no grass game? Oh yeah, I remember when that music video came out. It was a good music video. But League of Legends is still a shit game. Oh baby, yeah.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories. She actually shared the memories with other characters, like her stories. God.
Every time it's the same.
Well, I don't see how can it be bad. I mean, if you see things coming, that means we can get closer before they come. Dun 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 dun.
In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Fuck no. Fuck no. She wanted to die. I mean, the woman just now told her that that was something that she knew already. Like, she was expecting that to happen because that was her final choice. You not being there doesn't change that. Yeah, it's your fault. Can you imagine?
Vivian, it's not your fault.
Right, I lost a bet and now I have to download. Crap. Download what? League of Legends? Oh no. Fuck that. Fuck that.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
I hope no misfortune. Whether I foresee it or not.
Yes, oh my god. Oh my god, Luz, I'm so sorry for you. League of Legends, motherfucker. Ugh. I have a huge grudge against League of Legends. It was 4 AM. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm sorry to hear that. What was the bet? Yeah, actually, what was the bet?
Ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Yes, every time prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue to the topic. Sienna said that the compensation from the Ravencock family hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartman engaging in such a money-losing business. Maybe Cox demanded. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravencock family have fallen out of the favor with Cox for a while now. That's why they're becoming so desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Cox. Sienna is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravencock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. But I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone, it seems, there are ethereals nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward.
Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
That's quite the sudden question. I
Yeah.
think that it can.
Is that so?
So my friends wanted me to play, and I said, if you win a coin flip, I will. They warned me. I didn't believe I was going to lose. Yeah, but what were you going to win? What were you going to win if you have won the coin flip?
In my memory, this has happened countless times already. Why can I only see the misfortune? Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness?
Time to pin them down.
Foxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
Nothing, I was just going to download it. What the fuck? You actually allowed yourself to just, without any kind of, victory, bet on playing that shitty game. What can I say? Crap. I just like to make the bets when I don't win nothing, only can lose, just for fun. So then how do you believe that you weren't going to lose?
I'll take point. I'm on it. Now you can. What you deserve. Save your strength, Envy. Adjusting for wind. Copy. The target's weary. Move behind me. I won't back down. I'll pierce right through. It's time. Show no mercy. What you deserve. Quick shot. I think it's about time.
I'm usually really lucky with these bets and everything. It was the first time I lost a bet in months. Wow. And you lost it at the worst possible thing. Yeah, no, I would never play League of Legends. Never again. I have a horrible grudge against that bullshit game. I used to play back in 2012, 2013 with my cousins. And you see, back then, the fucking game didn't have any actual, you know, proper construction. What does that mean? When someone reported you, for whatever reason, if they were a higher level higher level player, their saying goes, for example, if you are level 10, but you're trying to, you know, report a level 30 player, you don't do shit. You do not do shit. But if the level 30, you know, guy, you know, reports you, you get fucked. The game had a, you know, back then had a problem. Whenever someone didn't play it very well, and I couldn't play very well because it was one of my first PC games ever. League of Legends specifically and Battlefield Heroes were my two very first, you know, PC games I ever played. Online PC games. People kept reporting me because I didn't know how to play properly. I was still learning, and I was still, you know, I was a low level, but unfortunately my cousins were playing with a couple of kids that were actually higher levels than me. And they kept reporting me, even though I didn't know these bastards. Like, I wasn't actually friends with them, but I was just joining the matches just for the fun, right? So they kept reporting me, so you get bans every time you get reported. So I got reported, I got banned for 1 hour. Then it was for 6 hours, then it was for 1 day, then it was for 3 days, and then it was like for 1 week, and then it was for 2 weeks. I kept getting more and more irritated as I went by. And the last time I saw the ban, it was like, I think the 2 weeks one or a 1 month ban. I'm not sure. I'm like, okay, you know what? No. I ban you, you fucking game, forever. I will not get I will not actually be disrespected as a gamer trying to learn a fucking game and get punished just because I'm trying to learn. Fuck you. I deleted League of Legends, and ever since then I have been shitting on that shitty game forever since then. And I still do. This is monarchy. More or less. I will never actually. I have seen a couple of, you know, VTubers actually joke about the League of Legends, and a certain VTuber actually trying to make everyone else, you know, convinced to play League of Legends. Let me tell you something. I could just sit here for 6 hours, lecture that person for playing that shitty game. You can hear it in my voice now that it's breaking up. How much irritated I have stayed. Even though it has been over 12 years. I have never felt disrespected as a gamer. But that game alone really broke me. I see. Well, I play IDV, which is toxic and terrible as well. So, man, at least I'll be with my friends. No. It's not about the toxicity, all right? It was never about the toxicity or about the fun of the game. It was never about the gameplay. It was never about all of that. I have played toxic games in the past. I have heard people swear horribly. That's not what it bothered me. What I got bothered with is the fact that I was trying to learn how to play a game, and the game kept punishing me for not learning fast enough, because it allowed players to report me for not, for not being able to be a productive, team player, I suppose. Thanks for the lore. It's indeed crap. Yeah, I know.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
I have never been treated by a video game so badly. Now I just realized that the Obol Squad symbol, which is the coin they have, this one and this one are actually bullets. Bullets have gone through them. Interesting. I didn't realize that. I didn't notice that they were actually meant to be holes made from bullets.
Thank you. She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
That face. My voice is dead. Oh my god. Well, now I have to blame League of Legends for ruining my voice too. Bro went through a villain arc. Yep. I mean, at IDV, I have no idea what IDV is, by the way. Do type it all for me to know, please, if you can. Just by playing Hunters means I'm meant to lose and I just get a tie, so I kind of understand. It's not about winning or losing. It's about not being able to play the game because you have been banned for false reporting. Because reporting a player just because he doesn't know how to play very well, it's not valid. It should not be. Just because I play, imagine going into a casual match, and just because you despise the fact that your team actually is weak because certain players are actually not able to know how to play properly yet, you fucking report them and you do not allow them to play the game anymore. Anyways, another unfair game, yeah. League ruining you forever. I know. Seems like the bad games always have the theme of being terrible yet having Pixar level artwork. Yeah, unfortunately. This is where their attraction comes from. The fact that they are actually very appealing visually. But in reality, as games, are just shit. Identity V, it's kind of like a Dead by Daylight. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Have I stumbled upon that game? Oh, no, I haven't stumbled upon that game. I think I have seen this game actually once, though. I haven't seen gameplay of it, but I have just seen a couple of pictures of it. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway. It's pay to fashion instead of pay to win. Pay to fashion is always nice. It's better to just be fashionable instead of just paying to be the number one. It's kind of ass if you're paying to win. I spend an unhealthy amount of money there. Just my friends know. If my family did, I'd be dead. Enjoy your life, okay? Do not bother too much with that. Anyway, trigger and unbelief.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
Let's wait.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations.
Okay, so it's not always about just death.
But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
What?
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really? Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, let's go. Found it, the vending machine. Binger's belongings are probably stashed away in there. That's the intelligence I got. Maybe Binger thought this was a good spot. Let's look around.
Looks like it isn't in here.
Crap. Don't ZZZ. Drive tired. Okay. Will do. I think I spent like 2k. They wouldn't let me leave if they knew it was worth it though. Poor Vivian. Yeah. That backstory. It should be the one Bringer's belongings. What could they be? It's just a vending machine in front of you. Thoroughly stole nothing.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
Have a feeling. Bringer's belongings are definitely inside this vending machine in front of us. I believe you. Alright, let's search it thoroughly. You carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. Just as you are about to give up, you kick the vending machine by accident. There, a drink would normally roll out. A worn-out notebook appears instead. Wow, Master Proxy, so this is how it's done? You're leagues ahead of professional intelligence brokers. Yep. What the? This guy. Nice. Oh, I like this type of notebook. I like notebooks that have this kind of, you know, belt around them. Bringer's notebook, old and worn looking. It seems to have a lot of locations of interest marked down.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
You and Vivian flip through Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until the shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereal, disposing of it with ease.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while.
What's up?
Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the Proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
Oh, beef already, nice.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
It's that faker again. Yeah, close enough. Welcome, Joker. Yep. You two know each other?
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thieves Syndicate, Mockingbird.
Oh, you're part of the Mockingbird too?
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
Oh.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day.
Bravo.
So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess that makes sense.
Your trust is most appreciated. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair.
And you're gonna correct all that, huh?
Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales.
Yeah.
And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
I don't really agree with this form of justice.
No matter. Words inherently come with limitations. I intend to let my actions do all the talking. However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu.
Love this guy giving an eat the rich speech, wearing a tailored suit and a handle full of rings. Yep. There's certainly of nothing bad happening is almost, if not fast. Yeah. Hugo, yep. True.
We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you?
What? You're actually agreeing with that? Okay.
He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check.
True.
That would put you more at ease, right?
Actually, yes. Interesting. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Okay. Then we should bring... who should we bring? Nicole? Nicole would probably have a field day with Hugo. Sounds like a setup, Hugo, so am I being in my ambush? Yep. No, I don't think it's a setup. I think we should actually bring, you know, Lycaon. That would be the best choice. Yuan! For public security. Actually, yeah, bring public security. Yuan and, you know... or Miyabi. Why not? Nicole and Hugo would be too much. Highly likely. Highly likely. They would make so much money. Okay, well, if those are the terms, we've got the deal.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Wait a minute, your friends come along. I get the feeling... okay, I don't know why, but something flashed before my eyes. Are we gonna reach a chapter at some point where the game will actually ask us which faction we want to bring with us in the upcoming mission, for example? Not choosing characters to fight with. Actually story-wise, choose a faction to contact in order to assist you. That would be kinda awesome. I really wish they might make that. They'd make whole new Eridu broke. Yep. Yep.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
Huh? Oh, the fancy collectible. A collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value?
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
Thanks.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
Alright then. Nicole would leave Hugo broke by selling his house. Can you imagine? Okay, after leaving the hollow, Hugo and the others return to the video store. I'm actually playing as Hugo. Wow. Interesting. Okay, not gonna lie, him actually having his hand in the pocket actually is kind of badass. The fact that we actually see Wise, but we're not actually playing as Wise. Since we're already at the video store, should we ask Master Proxy to recommend some films? My apologies, everyone, but I need to take my leave and go take care of my art gallery now. Sure, you actually own a gallery? I also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy for a bit longer. But Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well, shortly before. The before is actually me playing through. Find the intermediary Casey. That guy looks as suspicious as hell. He also looks kinda gay. Well, if it isn't our dear collector, Mr. Hugo. Long time no see. I assume you've finished the task and I asked you to do, yes? Done as promised. I've already found buyers for the goods you gave me. No shortage of big names among them. Of course, I have also recommended your gallery to them as instructed and spread the word about it in the circle. But getting rid of all this exquisite stuff so suddenly, you're not in trouble, are you? If you have funding issues, I'm also your guy. I've got friends who offer loan services. Thank you for your concern, but my cash flow is very healthy and I have more than just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking to boost my gallery's reputation in the scene. I see. Those rare pieces in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure they're all looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for the kind words. Alright, it's kinda getting late. I should head off now. See you next time. Time to find that guy. Remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. Presentable? Now I want them to meet. I wish they will meet too. Presentable. When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, in which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman? The left hand holds death, the right hand holds deception, but the raven has already flown away with the answer. Can't get over the embarrassment every time I say this. It's quite poetic, isn't it? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in that same private suite. Or should I say, waiting for Hugo, the renowned collector and gallery owner. Thanks, I knew I could count on you. Still, I have to ask, you're not looking to make the Raven Cox your enemy, are you? And if I say I am? Not like I can stop you anyway. You've already caused the scene at the auction. That robe of hero stunt. Sorry. Ugh. I can't believe you came up with that. Hartman's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him too. I also heard that they're dropping big money on some kind of drug research. The Raven Cox have always been a bunch of cold-blooded bastards, doing all kinds of messed up things that make your blood boil and sweep everything under the rug with money and power, leaving the victims with no justice. But Hartman, he's the worst of the bunch. Rumor says that he personally took out the previous heir and clawed his way to the throne. I know. Relax, I don't plan on clashing with him head-on. You'd better not. I don't want to witness Mockingbird's folly of trying to crack a stone with an egg. I prefer to see it as more of a gambit. I can never win an argument against you anyway. Don't forget the Ravencock family is in bed with those exaltist lunatics. Who knows what awful schemes they have been cooking up lately. In any case, as your old friend, I sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. By the way, how is Lekan doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. What? I know you two split up, but it's been years. Are you still not over it? Don't know, don't care. If there is nothing else, I'll get going now. Alright, fine, good luck. The students nearby seem to be having an intense discussion and you hear a familiar name. Oh, so that Cockingbird Fathom Thief Syndicate only looks flashy but hasn't actually accomplished anything, right? Hawks remain unshakable, and those big families are just a step away from getting total control. It's possible that even the mayor can't keep them in check. Yeah, talking about eating the rich while boosting the reputation for his gallery. Yep. The guy really is a hypocrite, what can you do? But doesn't the mere existence of the Cockingbird serve as some kind of warning? Every time they release a crime warning letter, fear erupts amongst these evildoers. Really? But what can they actually change? In the end, it's probably just a game. To the big shots, Cockingbird is like a fly. Annoying but not deadly, so they just let it be. So what do they think could happen? Should happen? If you ask me, you have to dismantle everything from within if you truly want change. Without power or influence, it's all futile. The first step should be accumulating resources by any means necessary, and if possible, joining Cox. After all, to establish a new order, the old one must be demolished, just like how creation requires destruction. Fuck me, a lot of reading, man. I wasn't ready for so much reading. That sounds exactly like something a villain would say. If it's really impossible to join Cox, maybe many should probably defect immediately. True. Who would turn down any money? Writing the porn parody of the... Yep, more or less. Your throat is dying. Well, reading, right? I was good when the stream started, remember? It's almost time for the meeting with Hartman. Time to go. Okay. Oh my god. My voice. My voice is now an old man's. Your invitation has been confirmed, esteemed guest. Would you like to enter the private suite? Sure. I'm not allowed to say that though. Yep. You're the one who has business with Master Hartman? Correct. Master Hartman's time is extremely valuable, and he has graced you with his meeting amid his busy schedule. Oh, yes. The Phantom Thief, who just so happened to actually wearing the same, the Phantom Thief just so happens to be wearing, the same clothing this gentleman right here, is wearing right in this very moment. Interesting. Definitely not in relation to that at all. The only thing that changed was a hat and a hat and a pair of glasses. Not glasses, a mask. I'm feeling like saying something really out of pocket randomly. You'll never know when I'll drop it. Yep. I said what was causing your throat to die. Yeah. Now I realize it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired by now. It's like 1 AM at this very moment. So, I know. The Wandering Shadow, you are a naughty kid. I sincerely hope you bring something substantial to the family. Worry not. I stand here precisely because I have enough leverage. You had better.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So much for keeping it a secret for years.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows.
Hugo is really going for a hard gamble over here.
You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
I'm about to crack this hypocrite is nuts. Ain't no way he said that. He did. He did.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Hartman calls over the waiter and pours out 2 glasses of some expensive-looking deep crimson liquid. He lifts his glass and nods to Hugo before draining it in one gulp. Hugo flashes a smug grin as he follows suit and takes a gulp.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
The fact that the big bad guys are named Cox is funny enough. You don't even need to replace that. I know.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Ain't no way Hugo is gonna backstab Vivian. Ain't no fucking way. That code of mine, fucking damn it.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
Serena? Who's the woman?
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him! Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
What?
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled. He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top.
Tops.
Like Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
God damn.
Father! Before this, I was number one.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist.
What a good father.
This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories.
Who was Serena? Wait a minute. Can't find anything. Father of the Year. Oh, yeah.
It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
He's gonna plant a bomb in the Tops facility or something. On the other side, after Hugo leaves. Proxy, you look like you have something to say. Chosen one. Well, truth is, we've always wanted the chance to work with you. Hugo said you're the best proxy he's ever met. The chosen proxy. In other words, chosen one. I believe you. By the way, are you free now? If you're not busy, would you mind taking a walk outside with me? Anywhere is fine. Sure.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite eventful. If I were to head back now, I probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep.
Okay.
You're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way.
Okay.
Why do I only predict suffering?
Why not?
If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more?
No, you don't need their validation, I mean.
Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all.
Damn.
So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Proxy.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad to have met you.
Okay.
And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura. And ours just
The aura,
so happen
yeah.
to be extremely compatible.
Vivian, my beloved, I want to pull for you, but lighter. Yeah, lighter really is what I really want to.
By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past.
Are you two the only members of, Mockingbird?
But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
Lycon didn't betray him.
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I forgot to do my HSR daily quest and now I have to wait. Yeah, I had forgotten about that last, the last update too. So today I didn't forget.
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother.
Mm-hmm.
I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something.
Gladly I did, so I'm happy. Mm-hmm.
Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person.
He is a disturbed individual with good intentions, but unfortunately good intentions doesn't necessarily lead to good results.
I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
After chatting for a while, you say goodbye to Vivian. It's getting late. Time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. Are we still in action? We're still in action. God damn it. Wise, you're a bit late today. I had a long chat with Vivian. I see. Well, it's getting late. You should call it a day, Wise. Once Vivian and the others get in touch, we'll have a lot to investigate. Wise, Vivian contacted us. She said you will be investigating the Hollow tomorrow. Besides her, Hugo and Lycaon Ambi, whom we recommended before, will also be joining this operation. Ambi will be with us? Damn. She will explain the details when she comes to pick you up at the video store tomorrow. But are you still planning on heading straight into the Hollow like you did the last few times? Vivian and the others will protect me. Alright, with so many friends around this time, you should be in good hands. I'll wait for you at home then. No matter what happens, remember safety first. Now let's get home. Let's get home. Yeah, let's get home and rest. Let's get some rest. Unfortunately for me, god fucking damn it, we ran out of time. I have already been streaming for 3 hours and I'm really damn tired. Unfortunately, I really do not, don't have it in me to continue. Unfortunately. If this story continues on for 1.5 hours more, yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't think it's gonna be very much enjoyable. Wait a minute, technically speaking, how many more days do we have? 13 days. 12 days for that, but that is something I can do without being on stream. This is finished. This is okay. Okay, so more or less we still have about 2 weeks or so. So I can still technically do it, but only after I'm done with Honkai Star Rail. Time to rest, buddy. Yeah, rest up. Good stopping point anyway. Yeah, true. I wanted to finish the story, but it's quite long. The epilogue, for some reason, really is very long. I don't get why they made it so long. Can you believe that this entire stream was only the Curses, Gifts, and Love commission? So we're left with these two. Oh, no, this last one. Who stares into the abyss? Well, here's what it is. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. The Wandering Shadow, Jat, Julian, Luz, thank you all so much. Stay safe. Have a good night. The epilogue is gonna be the longest part of Season 1. True. I understand. Well, we're gonna have another video at some point. Perhaps next week. Until then, I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the new update of Honkai Star Rail. It's gonna be a blast. I know already. Bye-bye. Later. See ya.